What if the love story you always suspected was real all along? No more secrets. Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin have finally revealed their hidden romance with a stunning wedding announcement, a shocking reveal, a love that defied the spotlight, and a truth no one expected join hidden Korea now, as we uncover every twist behind this unforgettable story. What happens when two people who were destined for each other finally stop hiding? For years, they were linked by nothing more than chemistry on screen, eyes that lingered a little too long, smiles that seemed too tender to be just acting. Fans speculated, media guessed, but there was never confirmation. Not a single slip, not a single photo. It was as if the universe itself was helping them guard their secret. But now the game has changed, and Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin aren't hiding anymore. We were always meant to be a silent message turned loud. On a rainy Friday morning, social media exploded with a simple post. The two actors, beloved for their sincerity and quiet strength, each shared the same image, a black and white photo of them holding hands, backs turned to the camera, standing before a lake at dawn. The caption, "There was never anyone else, and there never will be." It wasn't a dramatic declaration. It didn't need to be. Because in those 9 words, they confirmed what fans had long suspected: they were made for each other. And no one, not rumors, not busy schedules, not the spotlight, could pull them apart. Sources close to both actors say their relationship began quietly nearly 4 years ago during the filming of a commercial. It wasn't love at first sight. It was slower, deeper, the kind of connection built over long conversations and shared silences. "They didn't flirt," said one stylist who worked with them. "They simply fit, like 2 puzzle pieces that didn't need to be forced." The couple would often arrive at sets, separately speak little during breaks, and never stayed after wrap. But behind the scenes, they were building something strong, a bond rooted in patience, mutual respect, and a quiet determination to protect what they had until it was strong enough to face the world. The turning point, a promise made in secret. According to an exclusive source, it was in late 2023, during a secret trip to Switzerland, that the decision was made. Yoo Yeon-seok had reportedly planned a surprise picnic at Lake Geneva, complete with handwritten letters, a vintage camera, and a ring without diamonds. Just a plain silver band. "This isn't a proposal," he told her. "It's a promise. We don't have to rush, but from now on, let's live like we belong to no one else." Chae Soo-bin, overcome with emotion, said yes. Not to a wedding, but to the life they'd been quietly building for years. The unmistakable message to the world: no one fits us like we fit each other. Their recent wedding announcement, though quiet and understated, was also bold in its own way. It wasn't about fame, it wasn't about spectacle, it was about ownership, not of each other, but of their truth. We've heard the voices their joint statement read. Some hoped, some doubted, some imagined. Now we say clearly what you felt was real. We are each other's choice, and we've never looked back. Fans immediately picked up on the deeper meaning. This wasn't just a wedding. This was a statement of identity of 2 people who had chosen over and over again to be together, not just in private, but in the face of everything that tried to keep them apart. A future already written in fans' hearts. For years, fans of both actors have begged the universe for this moment, creating fan edits, writing love stories, and posting endless what-if scenarios. And now, those what-ifs have become reality. But the most beautiful twist: the couple is rumored to be working on a new joint drama, one where they play a married couple filming set to begin in the fall. "You wanted a happy ending," Yeon-seok said in a behind-the-scenes video recently resurfaced. "Just wait, real life might surprise you." And now it has. The ceremony itself wasn't extravagant, but it was deeply symbolic. It took place in a secluded Hanok-style house on the outskirts of Andong, a place with ancestral roots, traditional elegance, and spiritual calm. Only 50 guests were present, mostly family members and a few long-time industry colleagues who had kept their silence for years. But what stunned attendees and later the world was the way Yoo Yeon-seok and Chae Soo-bin made their entrance. Not with music or camera flashes, but hand in hand wearing matching cream-colored hanboks with solemn expressions and tearful eyes. There were no flower petals, no fanfare, only a hush broken by the sound of birds and wind. Then, as the celebrant finished the formalities, Yeon-seok took out a folded letter. His hands shook slightly, but his voice was steady. "I waited because I knew it was you, and I knew you were worth waiting for." Gasps were heard. Soo-bin's hands covered her face as she cried silently, and then, breaking all formality, she stepped forward and kissed him not on the cheek, not politely, but with all the force of 4 years of silence, finally breaking open. A wedding guest, an older actor who had mentored Yeon-seok, would later say, "It was like watching two souls finally catch up with each other after lifetimes apart." The Secret Pact, how their agencies shielded the truth. How could two of the most watched actors in Korea pull this off? Insiders now reveal that the couple had a private pact with their agencies. Both actors agreed to take fewer public schedules to avoid joint endorsement deals and to never attend the same red carpet event unless absolutely necessary. It was a strategy rooted in subtlety, appear apart so no one ever suspects they're together. What's more surprising, their managers reportedly used code names for each actor when arranging private meetings. Yeon-seok was Bluebird, Soo-bin was Lantern. According to leaked documents now confirmed by staff, entire weekly schedules were drafted around avoiding crossover exposure. It wasn't deception, a manager explained. It was survival. Their love deserved time to grow without being torn apart by headlines. A scandal that never was the woman at the center of a rumored triangle. Just when fans thought the story couldn't get more intense, another unexpected twist was revealed after the announcement. For over 2 years, netizens had suspected a love triangle involving Chae Soo-bin, Yoo Yeon-seok, and another A-list actress, the mysterious, elegant, and always poised Han Hyo-joo. Tabloids whispered, fan cams were analyzed, entire YouTube channels speculated betrayal. But now, in a shocking Instagram post made just hours after the wedding news broke, Han Hyo-joo herself posted a photo of a handwritten note from Soo-bin. It read, "Honey, thank you for protecting us when the world was ready to tear us down. I hope one day people will know how much love you gave behind the scenes." Below the photo, Han Hyo-joo wrote, "There was never a triangle. Just 3 people who understood love in different ways. I'm so proud of them." The internet exploded, not in scandal, but in stunned admiration. What was once painted as jealousy was in truth a hidden alliance to protect something sacred. Fans react. This isn't just a wedding, it's a victory. As the news settled, global fan bases from Seoul to Singapore to San Francisco began organizing virtual celebrations. Hashtags like Yeonbin Eternal, From Drama to Real Life, and You Were Always the One trended worldwide. Fan cafes flooded with emotional posts. They loved in silence, and now we get to celebrate out loud. This is more than marriage. It's what we all needed, proof that real love still wins. Every role they played was a message. We just didn't see it until now. In particular, one viral thread pointed out subtle Easter eggs in their past works. Glances, gestures, even dialogue that now seemed to carry a secret language. One fan wrote, "They weren't acting, they were remembering." What comes next? Though their agencies confirmed both stars will continue their careers separately, rumors have already begun to swirl about a potential joint film project. Industry insiders say a script is being written specifically for the couple, a time travel romance about soulmates reunited across centuries. Fans are ready. The industry is curious, and the world is watching. But perhaps the couple's greatest accomplishment isn't their career or their fame. It's the way they've rewritten the rules, proving that in an industry built on illusions, it's still possible to live a real, raw, unshakable love.